everyone, it's Janessa. I'm here from Simply Eloped, and I'm here for your tip of the week. This week we are talking about a timely and sensitive subject: to elope or not to elope due to COVID. There's a lot of things that are always changing in this landscape. I'm going to timestamp this video just so you know where we're at right now. Might be different in a week, 2 weeks, 3 months, who knows? Today's October 6th. As of today, the CDC does not have any guidelines on group gathering restrictions. They are leaving that up to state by state, but they are recommending that you gather outdoors, maintain 6-foot distance, wear a mask when possible, and really, if you're gonna have a group gathering and you're outdoors, they recommend 20 people or less can safely do that at 6-foot distances. Again, things might change. I also want to say up front, I am not a health expert. I am not an economist. I'm only talking about the information that I have today, October 6th. I just want to talk about the landscape of what Simply Eloped has been through. So since March of 2020, we have had 500 cancellations and about 1,800 postponements. So we totally feel the pain of having to cancel your ceremony or postpone your wedding. It is heartbreaking and difficult. So we're here to talk about if you did have a large wedding planned and you want to have a wedding right now, or if you should wait. We're just here to explore all of that. So the first thing when considering whether or not to elope now, elope later, or have a large wedding later, or have a large wedding now, I guess, is to think about safety. So they call them super spreader events when a large group comes together, or even a medium-sized group, one person has COVID and it spreads to others. I think that it's a really important thing to acknowledge that if you do have a wedding or a medium-sized wedding right now, it might be a super spreader event, even if you maintain 6-foot distance and encourage mask wearing. That's a lot of responsibility. So if that's just something that you can't even think about handling, that you're like, I just couldn't live with myself if grandma got COVID from my wedding, don't have a large wedding, don't have a medium wedding. Either elope now or have a large wedding later. Another thing to consider is timeliness. So I totally understand that sometimes you just got to get married. So some reasons for that are tax purposes. If you need the tax break for the coming January taxes, 2021 season. If you need to be on your honey's health insurance, that's always a really, really big one. Other reasons are family pressure or religious purposes. Those are just a few of the reasons. I'm sure there's many, many more. So if there is a sense of timeliness and you gotta get married in the next few months, I highly recommend that you follow CDC guidelines and you just do 20 guests or less. Simply Eloped is set up in 31 destinations around the nation, and so we can service pretty much anyone in any region. So that is awesome. However, if thinking about eloping with a group of 20 people breaks your heart when you think about it, then don't do it. This is supposed to be the most special day of your entire life. And if not having your best friends, your bridal party, your cousins, your aunts, your grandparents, whomever is really special to you and special to your relationship, and you're not open to, say, a virtual ceremony with 100 people, then I would just wait. You know, if eloping brings you sadness or doing a virtual ceremony brings you sadness, it's not worth it. Another option, and we're seeing a ton of people do this, is to have an elopement now and a large wedding or reception later. This is such a lovely idea because you get what you need to be in union with your partner and the large gathering that you really desire. The cool part about doing a large wedding or a reception later down the road is that you can be flexible about it. There's no time pressure. You're already married. Overall, no one can make this decision on your behalf. Not your parents, not your family, not your friends. This is a very, very personal decision and one I think you should make with your partner. Have a conversation with your honey. Explore the different options. We've done dozens of virtual ceremonies and you'd be shocked at how stunning and emotional they are. So if an elopement, small or up to the 20 limit gathering, or a virtual ceremony doesn't appeal to you, hold your horses. Things are gonna return back to normal. It's just a matter of time. So whatever you choose, I encourage you to do what's right for you and your relationship. I hope this helps you in your decision whether to elope or not to elope or have a wedding in the time of COVID. It's a weird time. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that bell, and I'll see you next week for the tip of the week. Thank you.